And for more on this, we are now being joined by TV Mohandas Pai, Chairman, RN Capital Partners. He's joining us live from Bengaluru. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
I want to first start by asking you what's your take on this popular belief that good economics is good politics as well?
Well, I think good economics is good politics, but to get the benefits of the good economics for the political party in question, you have to execute on the ground. What has happened in the last many years is government in Delhi has had good economic policies, but they have not impacted the people on the ground effectively because they're unable to execute. What Prime Minister Modi has done over the last 10 years is to execute the policy so that most people get the benefits. Let me give you an example. After 10 years of Modi, most Indians will have a roof over the head, water in the tap, power in the switch, toilet in the house, a gas stove, a internet connection, a bank account, money in the bank, a mobile phone, health insurance, food on the table, education for children. Most people are benefiting in getting all these things. So they're getting the necessities of life. In addition, there have been tremendous progress in building roads, having greater railway penetration in the country, etc. And the benefits are being seen by people all over the country. So good economic policies has led to an improvement in the quality of life of most people here, reducing poverty to around, deep poverty to around 2%. That's what Sujit Bala has said. So I think we have to carry out the policies and execute on the ground. That is the difference this government has done. So I think if you have good economic policies but are not able to execute, remains on paper largely, you're not going to benefit.
Right, Mr. Pai, speak of the execution part here. I also want to understand as to how does political certainty impact investor sentiment and perhaps people at large?
Well, I think political certainty is important for investors who invest over a time horizon of 5 to 10 years, because we don't want a new government come and to reverse all policies and stop everything. Look at my state of Karnataka. Karnataka was growing pretty fast, is the richest state in India. Suddenly we had this Congress government which has chosen to give away 55,000 crores of subsidies to people. There's no money for development, no money to build roads, no money for infrastructure, and we are in a pretty bad shape. So in Bangalore, we got traffic jams, we got bad roads, we got potholes, and we got a lot of things. And government is saying we don't have enough money. Now, how can anybody, invest for the long term if you have a thing like this? Now, we also see some of these opposition parties are saying we're going to give grants to people, etc. Because we don't want reversal of policies, because that has been the bane of India for very long. So the global confidence in India is quite low, and the risk premium for India is high. But in the last 10 years, we had greater certainty. So next 5 years, we have greater certainty. Then I think this will not be a big issue either for citizens or for industry or for investors.
Right, Mr. Pai, you speak of the welfare schemes out there in Karnataka which are not working out according to you. My last question is just a follow-up, but on a larger scale. What's your take on India's current welfare schemes? Do you think that they are blended with growth plans as a way forward for the country?
Well, I think what has happened in Delhi in Prime Minister Modi's NDA 1 and NDA 2 is fantastic. There's been a huge increase in welfare, and welfare schemes are reaching people. People are seeing actual benefit improvement in their lives. And there's been a huge increase in infrastructure. So the country is becoming much more productive. And this productivity is paying off in a big time with a lower cost in the supply chain, etc. And we're also seeing a liberalization of licenses and other policies so that markets can perform. We are seeing a digital explosion in this country, with Digital India announced by Prime Minister Modi in 2015. The digital platforms that have come like Aadhaar, UPI, eKYC, etc., have transformed this country and increased the velocity of business. We also see in the policies regarding the banking system help create a clean banking system with very low NPA and large capital with the banks. Now, all this has come together to show that we have had greater impact to welfare. We have also had greater impact to industrial policies like PLI and other policies. So I think it's been a very good balance. For the last 40 years, I observed politics. The last 10 years have possibly been the best, because there's been a greater balance between the two, between growth and investing for the future, and in providing welfare for people so they improve the quality of lives. Because unless they improve the quality of life, majority of people, they're not going to vote for you. So this time it's been a very, very good blend because of the execution capability this government has. In terms of policies, they carried on what earlier governments have done, but in terms of execution, they stand head and shoulders above all other governments in the country in the last 40 years.
Right, Mr. Pai. Thank you so much for taking our time and joining us here on WION on Polnomics.